All right, I have a lot of excitement to start off the Soul River 2 game. And like I said, I'm going to try to do this one as smooth as possible with the footage following really well. But what kind of happened a lot of the time is I find myself running in circles too much, and I had like to cut just to play on my own terms and figure out what needed to be done. And that's kind of why like sometimes I wasn't in the same place anymore and things like that. But I'm gonna make it as smooth as we can possibly do it. I haven't really played this game all in all like I have Soul Reaper as a young kid, but I mean I haven't played this game for over 20 years or probably more. So we should be able to go through Soul River 2 quite smoothly. Like I would believe so, since we just had like a bunch of experience playing Soul River now. I mean, it should be like that all different going through a game, but the only difference with this one is that like I had a lot in memory of like what's needed to be done and where I needed to go and stuff like that. So, all right. I know that Soul River 2 is from what I recall watching it back then, it was more the story of the Sarafan. And I know that Kain was saying that Sarafan was a little bit of a dick to like Raziel, and he was saying, yeah, Sarafan wasn't all that good. But we'll get to see the story of the Sarafan and a little bit more about Raziel in this one. We're going back in time in this one, and we're going diving really into the story. This one's really cool. This one's really cool. I remember watching it and I was like, wow, that's really awesome. So, yeah, let's get right into this. Let's get right into this. I'm not really sure what to expect, to be honest, too much in it, but yeah, I hope you enjoy this because I'm going to have fun playing it. And we're doing a playthrough, like not a walkthrough, but I'm going to make it as good as possible so it is a walkthrough.
Cain refused the sacrifice.
Let's see. That should all be fine.
At last.
Wow, this
I
looks
must
pretty.
say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner.
He looks more bluer.
Did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless, Raziel. When I first stole into this chamber centuries ago, I did not fathom the
More
true
facial
power of
expressions.
knowledge. To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths.
Hmm.
Each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such,
That was
are we
cool.
not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan, Cain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer.
Okay, they changed that a little bit. That was kind of stupid how he just jumped right into his hand.
And those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil.
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nazgul from the corruption that we represent. My eyes are open, Cain. I find no nobility in the unlife you rudely forced on my unwilling corpse.
You may have uncovered your past, but you know nothing of it. You think the
His
soul
claws.
is noble, altruistic. Oh, don't be simple. Their agenda was the same as ours.
It's interesting watching this cutscene.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds completely.
Oh, now you take it out.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer.
That's sick.
Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Wow.
Where am I? Is the usual question.
That cutscene right there was really fascinating because I just played the one through on the first one, and that cutscene didn't look nothing like that. So they must have had big plans for this game, you know? Because the 1 and 2, I'm sure they wanted to combine it and do more things with it, but they just ran out of time or something like that, or ran out of space for what they could have done with a console. I don't know. Because the Dreamcast was a strong console, and I'm pretty sure it was as strong as the PS2 or close. I don't know. But I do know that that cutscene was way different, especially when he grabbed like Raziel like that. That never happened, or he never pushed him, and there were so many things that were added into there. I don't know. It was kind of cool. It was kind of cool watching that. But it was kind of weird too because they were making such a spectacle. Like Kain was just like, walking around like they were not in battle there because they were in the midst of battle, and he was just like making a show and walking, and it was like that. It was kind of stupid, just because in that environment it was a fight, and he was like just talking while fighting, but this was just a little ridiculous. It was just like they were chatting and not like in a fight. Yeah, that's how it felt. Let's just keep going on here.
In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands.
He looks really good there.
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
Mm-hmm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Kill him where he stands.
Perhaps you should, my
Yeah,
lord,
perhaps he should.
but you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
He looks pretty certain.
Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My
Decorous age.
stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan.
A lot of pretty pictures on the wall in this game. They made a great job of that. With the story and picking the picture on the walls of what happened.
And decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me, sir? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this...
Yeah, I bet. Oh, okay.
Soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But
maybe.
Do what you have to do.
You're giving me mixed messages here, bud.
Require a few martyrs.
Wow, he looks amazing.
I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered.
It looks like a Reaver symbol. Alright, let's cut here before the video's too long. That was a crazy cinematic and introduction to the game right there. Oh wow, look at its movement. Alright.